some one of you bastards used to stop by my apartment when I wasn't looking and write in Skeery Jones' apartment. And then I used to get calls. I used to be in my underwear and sleeping.
All right. How was everybody's Halloween?
Amazing.
Good. Awesome.
Great.
Okay, well, I'm a little disappointed in mine. I think we only had about 15 kids show up to the door.
Wow.
Really?
That was it.
We had the most kids ever. I could not believe there were hundreds and hundreds of kids. It was unreal.
Really?
Yep.
Well, word got out what you were giving away.
It was the busiest. It was the busiest year in years.
Well, what were you giving away?
Well, I mean, full-size M&Ms, but still.
Oh.
Yeah, no, they were texting their friends.
Word hits the
For
street.
sure.
And my parents' bucket got stolen. Like
What?
at 7:30, my parents came out and the whole bowl and all the candy were gone.
Well, what do you expect? Are little fucking assholes.
So I'll tell you, Lisa had a terrible idea this year. She put a sign up because we went to dinner because it was my birthday, so we went with my parents. And she put a sign up with a bowl of candy, and it said, "Please only take one piece per kid. Leave some for the others." You think that worked out well?
Hell no.
Nope.
Did you guys see that little video someone recorded the other day of a kid walking up to one of those things with his backpack, dumping the candy, and then flipping off the Ring camera? Little shithead.
Little piece of shit.
We went to my friend's house and we were watching her house on the Ring camera. And she goes, I put a sign that says take one. Not just the kids, the adults.
Of course.
Were going in and grabbing handfuls.
Why don't they
and
yell at these
shoving
kids
it.
through the Ring camera?
That-
Like, hey,
that's
little
what
fucker, put it back.
You cannot leave candy unsupervised.
Yeah, see, well, they didn't
you
mess.
just can't.
They didn't mess with me because my sign said, "Please take one or two or three." So they knew that they could take more than one, and nobody stole my stuff.
Well, I'll say this. I didn't want to be joining the sign-up list because in my apartment building, we have to sign up voluntarily. And in years past, some one of you bastards used to stop by my apartment when I wasn't looking and write in Skeery Jones' apartment. And then I used to get calls. I used to be in my underwear and sleeping, and the door would ring.
Yeah,
and I had
answer the door like that.
I had no candy. But this time, I was proactive, and I made it clear to building management. I took 4 cases of candy, and I dumped it on the lobby desk, and I said, "This is from Skeery Jones in the apartment upstairs. Happy Halloween, everybody. I'm going to bed." And guess what? I will tell you this. Everybody, they were so happy. It was all the full-size stuff. I was the hit of the land. I was the Wizard of Oz, though, because I didn't show my ugly face or head or fucking open up my door for anybody. It was a faceless transaction.
Did you really write from Skeery Jones? Do you use your radio name at your apartment building?
No. I just said...
It's like, that was awesome.
From Anthony upstairs, this happy Halloween to all the kids. Don't come to my apartment. And they actually were really very cool about giving out, rationing the candy.
Yeah.
They had it behind the desk. They were handing out the bars.
Full disclosure, I talked to your girlfriend yesterday, and she talked me out of it. I was in front of your building.
Hold on a second.
I was going to walk in and
Hold on.
I was going to sign him up for
Wait.
trick-or-treaters.
Skeery's still busy pressing
He's still
buttons
getting
here.
Oh.
Wait, I'm sorry. What happened?
I talked to Robin yesterday, and she talked me out of it. I was in front of your building. I was
You
about to
were?
do it. I was about to do
You
it.
were going to do it?
And she said, don't do it.
You son of a bitch. I
You
would
could
have
thank
killed
your
you.
girlfriend. I
Thank
was so
you.
tempted. My car was in front of your building.
Do you guys hear this?
Yeah.
Yep.
Were you in on this too?
No.
But there is a part of me that wishes he would have done it. It's like the time
Yeah,
that
I'll
we.
laugh
That
at
would have been awesome.
No.
For
Sure,
sure.
you've been the butt of the jokes many times when we put your phone number in the newspaper back in the day that you were selling monkeys and people were calling you to buy monkeys.
Oh, can you retell that story, please?
Go ahead, Skeery. Go ahead. No, Skeery, you go ahead.
Monkeys, monkeys, monkeys.
Scotty can tell it.
Scotty, let's hear the
yeah,
story,
go ahead.
Scotty.
Oh, well, this was, got to be like 15, 20 years ago already?
It was in the 90s for sure.
Greg T put an ad in the local New Jersey whatever paper, and the headline was "Monkeys, monkeys, monkeys." Like pet store closing, have to get rid of these monkeys, and then put Skeery's phone number in the newspaper when people still read newspapers, and he got hundreds of calls.
So I didn't know this, but at the time, it was a hot, and maybe it still is. It's a hot button when you advertise monkeys in.
Yes.
Because it's a hot. First of all, I didn't know if
Really?
if
You're
they're
just
legal.
figuring this out?
Is it legal or illegal?
Some states.
In
It
some
depends
states.
where you are,
Yeah.
but
Well-
it's like that's one of those pets that you just shouldn't have in your house. So people, even if it's legal, they're going to give you shit about it.
So it was these Capuchin monkeys that I was supposed to get rid of.
I don't think that's how you pronounce it.
Capuchin.
Capuchin monkeys.
Hold on, is it really
I had a
capuchin?
bunch of capuchin monkeys.
Carpaccio.
Whatever it
No, it's
was.
carpaccio.
Just cappuccino monkeys.
The Carpaccio monkeys. And next thing you know, I'm getting bombarded, and then they had another phone. It said there was a secret line to leave a voicemail, a separate line. So they collected all the voicemails and played them on the air. We still have a montage of all the voicemails that came in.
So did you have any clue? Well, like the first call that came through, did you have any idea what it was for?
It took me a good 15 minutes because I guess as soon as people opened up the paper, they started, because this is back when people read newspapers. They were eating their breakfast, and I was making my breakfast, and all of a sudden calls just started a little trickle, and then they started coming fast and furious. And all day it was monkeys. Hundreds and hundreds of calls of people wanting to buy these Capriccio monkeys.
It's Skeery. It's in under
Capriccio.
bits.
They're
If you wanna play
Italian
it.
now. Capriccio.
Skeery, what
monkeys.
about the time that we let a homeless man in your apartment and he got to sleep in your bed and wear your clothes?
That was another Greg T prank.
Can people hear it if I play it, or you have to play it? You want to play it?
You could play. But hold on a second. I have to hit another button in 1 minute. I'm doing three things at
He's
once.
multitasking.
Basically, we have screwed with Skeery 100 times, and he takes the joke better than anybody.
Well, we
really
should do it
does.
again. Seriously.
Guys,
Nothing's changed.
You let a homeless person to take a bath and take a shower
Yes.
and eat food out of my refrigerator.
That was spectacular.
When I was in Aruba with my girlfriend. And my favorite was at one point, I was checking into the morning show, and Elvis had me on one line. And he's like, "Oh, how's your vacation, Skeery?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's just so beautiful. I'm relaxing. The sun is out. It's already 80 degrees. I can't wait to jump into the water." It's like, "Okay, you have a good time there, Skeery." Hangs up on me, and then goes to Greg T live from my apartment with the homeless person wearing my clothes in my bed.
And in your bathtub. That was fun.
So great.
And there was the one time Skeery got Greg T got the doorman to let him in your apartment, and he went to the bathroom, and he left it there so that when you came home, your whole apartment
Oh,
smelled.
he left it marinated?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, well, speaking of bathroom issues, so this past weekend, I must have eaten a lot of fiber or something. I don't know. It was a very, you know how we've talked about the poop knife on the show?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If there was ever an instance where I needed a poop knife, it was Saturday morning.
Thanks for calling.
So, so I tried to flush repeatedly. It would not go down.
What are you eating?
So,
It's his psyllium husk.
It's the psyllium husk. It would not go down. So who do I call? I like in a panic. You know when you, I'm sure this doesn't happen to you all the time, ladies, but like the water started to rise in the toilet
yeah.
and the
Yeah.
sweat just instantly
Yeah.
appears on your brow. So it happened for like 30 minutes. The water would recede and then go back up again when I tried to flush. Nothing doing. So who do I call in that moment of panic? Scotty B.
Why?
Because I figure if anybody's going to know what to do, it's Scotty.
I thought it would be Froggy, more Froggy than Scott.
I have to tell you, and you
Is it
notice
Froggy or Elvis?
I called you back not long after that, and you didn't answer because you shitted up my whole day. Because like an hour after that, my daughter was running out the door, and she's like, "Hey, Dad, toilet's clogged," and she ran out. And it was a murder scene in there. And then an hour after that, my dog went outside and rolled in shit. So you set my day up for shit. You dick.
Sorry for setting you up for a shitty day. You did have some good advice.
Yeah.
Scotty.
You gotta let it go all the way down until it's almost dry, like the water goes away, and then you gotta plunge the hell out of it. But you also had one of those crappy like gas station plungers that's just like the half a cup and doesn't have the extra.
It's got to
lip
have the
on
bottom pot on it. It's got to have the
Yeah.
bottom hole on it.
You need the extra lip.
Yep.
That gets
Needed
you more
that extra lip.
Yeah, that gets you more like PSI going down. Then more pressure.
So anyway, we go through all that to get to this. Have you ever Googled how to get a large poo to go down the toilet? Google it.
I've never done that
You
before.
get all sorts of home remedies.
Why
No.
would you? Like, wow. Oh,
I got the Champion 4, man. You know what the Champion 4 is advertised for doing? Swallowing an entire bucket of golf balls in one gulp.
What do you? But when have you ever eaten golf balls that you needed to flush them down the toilet? Like, I don't
Golf
get
balls
that.
are small. If you try
Froggy,
putting a
you see what he
softball
eats.
in there.
You see what he eats. It doesn't matter if golf balls or not. The man eats more than golf balls.
So anyway, one of the home remedies was baking soda and white vinegar. And if you thought a shit smelled bad, try putting that in
Oh, my
and
gosh.
having that brew bubbling away in your toilet for 30 minutes.
It's
You know, I
funny
gotta
that
find the name of it. A friend of mine that owns a hardware store, I told him I was having an issue with my pipes, and he gave me the stuff. When you pour down the pipes, it's so powerful that it smokes.
Yeah.
The smoke comes out, and it smells so bad, but it works.
Yeah.
It's like it's thick brown liquid.
You
What
know,
about Mentos and Diet Coke?
it's funny that Scotty's your poop guy. Like, for example, if you remember yesterday, I told the story how I had a vodka question and I called Elvis because he's my vodka or he's my drinking or cooking expert. It's weird how when it comes to the poop, Scotty is your expert. Like, he's the person that you call.
If you guys encountered, like Gandhi, if you encountered, not that you ever would, but if you encountered that situation where the toilet wouldn't flush, who in this little Zoom room are you going to call?
Oh, in the Zoom room.
Yeah.
Who would I call with a non-flushing toilet? Probably Froggy first.
Yeah.
Froggy?
If Elvis were here, I think Elvis would be a solid. He knows a lot of weird things that go on in his home.
See, I
He
feel
would
like
call
if I call
somebody to do it.
yeah,
He
would say,
might,
call a
which is what I
plumber."
would do too.
Yeah. See, I would call Froggy because any technical anything
Yeah.
I call
My
other
vote's
than
for
my
Froggy.
husband, I call Froggy.
Yeah.
But then I might take a moment and go, it has to do with poop. Maybe Scotty.
Yeah, see, that's right. Because initially, when I'm like, okay, this is a serious problem, in my head, I'm like, okay, Froggy will know how to fix this. But then the problem was poo, so
Yeah.
I'm like,
Did you
Scotty
take a picture?
Beamer.
And I got nervous when you called me on a Saturday morning. I'm like, what? Something's wrong.
Oh, it was category 5. Like that
Oh
was
my God.
urgent.
Why are you shitting two befores?
Wow,
Can
that's a
you
problem.
answer that? Why are there two befores
It's a
falling out of
psyllium
your
husk.
ass?
Well, it's okay. So you know what psyllium husk does? It kind of binds it together.
Yeah.
You never have to wipe. Like will never use toilet paper ever again when you use psyllium husk. But the problem is, it's very compacted. So when
He's
that
building
stuff,
bricks.
it's basically a brick. You know, like that's how they used to make bricks back in the days. They had hay and mud, and that's what it.
And here we
Oh
go.
my gosh.
And I think
I
we're
would have
done.
done what you did though. I would have definitely YouTubed it first to try and see like, can I figure this out with no shame? And if
I
there
don't
was
do that,
shame
and I'll tell you
involved-
why. Because what ads are now showing up in your Instagram feed from
Yeah.
that Google search? I
Oh
don't
my
even want
God.
to. Don't even want to think about it.
I've got all sorts of Roto-Rooter. I've
Yeah.
got the toilet snakes popping up now. Anyway,
I mean, the worst part about it is when you plunge and a little spray comes out.
Stop.
well, and
Because it does. It does.
this was, and I don't know if you guys, like Danielle, do you have like a powder room that is for guests?
No.
Okay. So we have a powder room that Heather
Oh
wanted
my
to look.
gosh, how much money do you have? Do you have a powder room for guests?
Well, it's just the bathroom on the first floor because we have 2 full bathrooms upstairs. So this is just like the toilet and the sink. But she wanted it to look fancy, so she put wallpaper up. I'm like, I can't plunge too hard because I got wallpaper over here.
Oh yeah, you can't do that.
It's just a mess.
And if it was the weekend, so if you called the plumber on the weekend,
Oh,
you're getting charged
double the rates.
and you probably wouldn't get them until the end of the night.
Well, anyways, 2 hours later, finally got it down. So
Good for you.
Thank you.
We
Scott.
need to start collecting a list of like handy people so that when we're in these situations, we have a friend of the show who we can call and unclog your toilet.
Right.
Or deliver a vaccine to your house.
Right, like
or
we have
whatever it is.
We have the cop on the show. Like we need something. We need a for everything. Something for everything.
Well, I think our cop, the one that we all used to go to all the time, I think he retired. So we need to find new cops.
You're a
Oh,
friend of the cop.
really?
Yeah, he retired.
He's a cop again up north.
Yeah, but he's part-time. He can't help us with the
Guys,
stuff we need.
I got guys for everything. Don't worry.
Garrett does have a guy for
I
everything.
got
Do you have a
guys-
toilet?
I got toilet guys. I got dentist guys and women. I got whatever you need. I'm like the Mary Poppins of guys.
Do you have an exotic animal guy?
I got a dog animal guy if you need. Yes.
But
Exotic animal?
Exotic.
Like
I have an
monkeys.
exotic animal.
Like
I
monkeys.
have exotic
Like a
animals.
monkey
I met a guy
guy?
a month ago. I met a guy a month ago.
Like Carpaccio monkeys.
Yes.
And on that note, bye everybody.
Okay. See ya.